Let's call the case. People versus Kamara Reed.
Ashley Lonnie for the people.
Morning again, Your Honor. Dan Guerin on behalf of Kamara Reed. She's stepping forward.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, Ms. Reed is here, I believe, for a pretrial and a bond violation. In however order Your Honor would like to proceed, she will be admitting to the bond violation and then ultimately pleading guilty as charged. So however Your Honor would like to approach that.
Well, she's admitting to the violation.
She is, Your Honor.
All right. Is that correct, ma'am? Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. All right. All right. And what are we doing on the case?
She's pleading as charged, Your Honor.
She's pleading.
Yes.
guilty as charged. May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Kamara Reed.
All right. Ms. Reed, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Understand that?
Yes.
The court could also order any community service or rehabilitative service if the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand that? Yes?
Yes.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form?
She didn't, Your Honor, because she's in custody. I could have her do that now, or we could do that verbally, however you prefer.
Okay, you recall signing an advice of rights form, ma'am?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
You'll see on the podium, I need you to look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that file.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
November 27, 2024, location of Carpenter near Chester Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating?
Yes.
What did you have and how much?
I had a couple of seltzers.
Seltzers? All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
My lights were off.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes.
Were you taken to the station?
Yes.
Was there a blood draw or a blood test?
Both.
Blood draw?
Yes.
All right. What were the results of that blood draw?
I would stipulate for the plea, it was a .09 blood test.
You have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No.
No? All right. I do have to advise you that if I do accept your plea, if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of the plea and the time of sentencing, that any evaluation or sentence agreement, the court would not be bound by. You understand that?
Yes.
I also would have to indicate that if you do commit misconduct during that period, you would also not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, I guess the first question is, have there been any promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea which have not been stated on the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Your Honor, I would say for the record, just so it's clear, the stop happened just after midnight. So the stop for no headlights, I think, is a valid stop. I think we did stipulate that it was dark outside.
I
But
don't.
other than that, I'm satisfied.
We're satisfied as well, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be July 9th, 2025. At what time? 9 a.m. All right. Either as to bond, but as to the violation.
For the violation first, Your Honor, my client would waive her right to a hearing and be prepared to admit to drinking and ready to do that this morning.
All right. And that is correct, ma'am?
Yes.
You're waiving your right to a hearing?
Yes.
And you do admit have you seen the violation report, ma'am?
No,
Okay, your counsel went through it with you, however.
yes,
All right. And that there were on June 13th, 2025, that you were drinking.
yes.
Very good. Court will accept that admission. How long have you been in?
Turned herself in yesterday morning. Is that, what time is it?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. yesterday morning.
All right. How old are you, young man?
20,
How old are you?
21.
Where were you drinking?
Um, um, sorry. My dad passed away a couple of
Pardon?
years ago. My dad passed away a couple years ago, and I'm not handling it probably in the best way.
So you were 19,
18.
18 when he passed away.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, was that where your drinking started or?
Yes.
And let me ask you this, I'm not gonna hold it against you, were you drinking a lot?
Yes.
Looking back on it, when you were drinking a lot, what do you think would happen for you? Probably don't know how to answer that question. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a tough question, isn't it? Suffice it to say, young lady, it would kind of make you forget and have the pain go away a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you in school?
Yes. I'm
Pardon?
I'm supposed to go back next semester.
Did you finish up this semester?
No.
What happened?
Um, I stopped attending my classes, so I had to withdraw.
Where were you in school?
It's my sophomore year,
At what school?
Eastern Michigan.
So when your dad passed away, had you already enrolled in school?
Yes.
And you made it through how many semesters after that?
2, and then I took a gap year, and then I went back.
Those 2 semesters that you took, how were your grades?
They were pretty good. I think I had a 3.2, 3.5.
Okay. You took the gap year, then you came back. How were your grades?
Okay, I think I had like a 2 point.
Pardon?
I think I had a 2.8 when I came back.
Where'd you graduate high school?
In high school.
Okay. Did you do well there? You got siblings?
I have a twin brother.
You have a twin brother.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
It's with mom in the corner of the courtroom.
Mom's on? Oh, okay. All right. So what do you think I should do with you?
Um,
Well, before you answer that, let me ask you this. As you were going along struggling, trying to deal with your father's passing and things, did you let your mom know?
a little, but
Pardon?
a little, but not as serious as it had gotten, I don't think.
What about your brother?
I think he noticed.
You think he noticed?
Yeah.
Probably because he's your brother and also a twin, he probably did, probably felt it. Did you reach out to anybody?
I've been seeing a therapist weekly.
You were? Okay, so how long have you been doing that?
I was seeing one I've been seeing her for like 7 years, and then I've been seeing one who specializes in grief for the last 3 months, I think.
Okay, so something that you started heading in that direction, dealing with her. Okay. How's that working for you?
It's going okay. I think I've been thinking about seeing someone else.
Pardon?
I've been thinking about seeing someone else. I don't know if it's a good fit.
Okay, so your therapist might not be fitting with you, right? Okay. All right. Now I'll get back to what do you think I ought to do with you?
Sure, I guess whatever punishment fits.
Give you a chance to prove you can stay sober.
Yeah. A chance to prove I could stay sober, I think.
You think you can?
Yes.
That wasn't real confident the way you said that.
I want to, and I think that I can.
Young lady, why do you think I asked you all of those questions?
See why I did it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Here's the thing that you don't understand and are just beginning to kind of explore. Grief is a horrible thing in a lot of ways. It becomes real bad if you don't deal with it. It kind of just sits there, and then at some point, while you try to sort of bottle it up and push it down, it somehow or another just all of a sudden begins to explode. Right? And then at some point, because you're not dealing with it, you're kind of out of control. And then it becomes harder. At the beginning, you probably could have told somebody, but by that time, you don't tell anybody because it becomes hard to explain. Right? And it becomes real difficult to, no matter how close somebody is, even talk to anybody because you don't know if they're going to listen or they're going to take time to listen. And the reality of all of that is what you want is you just want that hurt and other things to disappear. Right? Were you close to your dad?
Yeah.
Something's going to. I'm going to guess, but I know I'm right because I'm always right. But I'm going to guess that you were a daddy. All right. more than anything, and I'm going to tell you, I don't always talk about myself, but I'm going to tell you why I asked the question. Here I sit all these years later. I lost my dad when I was 16. So when I'm asking you those questions about grief, I get it. Okay. I'm going to let you know that if you find a way to kind of deal with it, you're going to make it through it. Okay. I didn't know your dad, but I can almost bet that he'd want you to make it through. He wouldn't want you trying to do this, trying to deal with all of this on your own. Okay. So in the interim, how am I going to keep you sober? Young lady, there's just right now, and partially because of the age you are, partially because of what you've been dealing with, a lot of things in life are real confusing right now, right? You're not sure the next step that you're taking, what direction that's going to head or what you're going to do, right? Okay, here's a suggestion I'm going to make to you. I want you to take whatever steps you're taking slow. I'm watching your mother over there. She's goosenecking, trying to look over Miss Pilara's head, but your brother has been right all up in it. Okay. What that tells me is you got a family out there that'll just love you, they'll support you. And if you hadn't told them, probably after today, they'll sit for whatever time and just listen to you. Okay. And as you let it pour out to them, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to come out wrong. It's going to come out crazy. You may think yourselves crazy as it's coming out, but just let it come out. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I indicated defendant is admitted to violation. I don't think it does any good to keep you incarcerated at all. All right. So I'm going to sentence you on that violation to 2 days in jail, credit 2 days use. I'm going to let you go. I am going to, however, order that you report over to the Department of Community Corrections. We're going to put a scram tether on you. Okay? You got that?
Yes.
All right. You are going back to school in the fall. That might have sounded like a question. It wasn't. Okay. And that you can take that as an order. You're going to go back. You're going to just sort of walk that journey through life and do that. Okay. You hear me?
Yes.
And I'll sign that scram order and we'll get you over there. All right, young lady.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, you're welcome. And most importantly, sometimes what you just have to do, you just have to be kind to yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You. Mom, guys, take care of yourselves. I don't know if you heard that, but she's getting out today. You're
What a remarkable case to unpack. Let's break down exactly what happened here, because this courtroom interaction was layered with legal significance, emotional depth, and a rare moment of genuine guidance straight from the bench. First, we opened with the formalities Miss Reed, stepping forward to admit to a bond violation and plead guilty to operating while intoxicated. The judge immediately clarified every legal right she'd be waiving, trial rights, appeal rights, and her full understanding of the consequences. This is standard procedure, but the court handled it with precision, making sure every element of the plea was airtight. These steps ensure that no defendant can later argue they didn't know what they were agreeing to. Then we learned the facts. Miss Reed was stopped just after midnight for driving with her headlights off, admitted she'd had a couple of and later tested at a .09 back. Legally, that puts her just over the per se limit, making this a textbook owie case. The judge also reinforced that any misconduct between the plea and sentencing could void agreements again, a standard but crucial warning. But then, everything changed. The moment the bond violation came up, and Miss Reed admitted that yes, she had been drinking again, everything pivoted. What began as a procedural hearing suddenly opened into a deeply human conversation about trauma, grief, loss, and coping mechanisms. The judge didn't scold her. Instead, he started peeling back the layers of her story: her father's death when she was just 18, her slipping grades, withdrawing from college, and turning to alcohol as a way to numb the pain. He asked open-ended questions, difficult ones, because he wasn't just gathering information. He was trying to understand the root of her behavior. That is something not all judges do. Some stick strictly to sanctions, but here, the judge blended accountability with empathy. And that's part of what makes this courtroom moment so powerful. We also got insight into her support system, her twin brother noticing the changes, her mother visibly emotional in the courtroom, and her ongoing but recently mismatched. The judge used all of this to paint a picture for Miss Reed. She wasn't alone, even if she felt alone. And he used his own experience, losing his father at 16, to build a bridge of understanding. Judges rarely share personal stories on the record, but when they do, it's because they see a critical teaching moment. And that's exactly what this was. Finally, the ruling itself. Despite the bond violation, the judge determined that keeping her in jail wasn't going to help her heal. Instead, he gave her 2 days time served, ordered a CRAM tether for accountability, mandated follow-through with community corrections, and then delivered what might be the most powerful directive of the entire hearing. She is going back to school. Not a suggestion, not an idea and an order, because structure, purpose, and forward motion can be just as rehabilitative as any sanction. This is what balanced justice looks like. It wasn't lenience, it was strategy. The judge held her accountable but also set her on a path toward recovery, stability, and future success. So now I want to know, do you think the judge handled this correctly? Was this compassionate justice at its best? Or do you think he should have imposed something tougher given the bond violation? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.